Night with developments in Finland, where a district court has now ordered the remand of Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa on suspicion of public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent. The court made the decision on Thursday after the Central Criminal Police arraigned him for his role in terror plaguing Nigeria's southeast region. Crime Commissioner and head of the investigation, Otto Hitonen, said the police suspect that the man has promoted his efforts from Finland with means that have led to violence against civilians in the region of southeastern Nigeria. Mr. Hitonen also told the court there were 4 other suspects in Finland the police believed were financing Mr. Ekpa's operations. The report describes Ekpa as a native of Lahti, a city in Finland with Nigerian roots. It's not the first time the police would be arresting Mr. Ekpa. In February 2023, they arrested him in a private apartment in Lahti, but released him on the same day. Meanwhile, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has expressed happiness with the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland. He believes this will be a step towards his extradition to Nigeria so that he will face justice. The CDS has always called for the arrest of Simon Ekpa following what he calls his deep involvement in fueling terrorism in southeast Nigeria. He says he is glad that the international community is partnering with Nigeria in the fight against terrorism. Earlier, I spoke with an anti-terrorism specialist, Dixon Osaje, and he appealed to the federal government to adopt dialogue rather than the use of force and finally resolving the issues.
We need to be very careful in the activation or in the dispensation of use of force. Use of force must always be seen as the last resort. If you don't use it as a last resort, you're going to cause yourself more trouble. And that is why you see every 20th of October, a group of Nigerian police officers and men will be at the toll gate trying to ensure that no guys come there to come and carry out protests. This is a fallback of the negative effect of what our guys did. But for me, I would strongly advise that in future, we should start looking at discussion, we'll start looking at having a round table to talk about the issues and what the matter is. It's not all about projecting the military at any given instance for them to go and, the military will just go there and destroy everything and, cause more problem. So I strongly advise the Nigerian government to adopt, tactical methodology in addressing unrest, tactical methodology in addressing peaceful protests, and tactical methodology in addressing any given situation that will put the Nigerian state in a state of unrest so that you don't escalate what you are trying to prevent. If you have these tactical measures in place, looking at the use of force and making sure that the use of force is the last resort, I don't think we'll be here or having such kind of problem in nearest time.
The acting Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemiluyode, says is to reposition the Nigerian Army, some changes must be made. He spoke at the closing ceremony of the 2024 Regimental Sergeant Majors Convention in Lagos, which started on Sunday. The participating officers were taken through topics such as enhancing regimental traditions in the face of internal security and counterterrorism, counterinsurgency operations, and modern military challenges, and others. The acting Chief of Army Staff told journalists that after addressing the officers that their welfare remains a priority.
Talking about my plans for them, I've realized that over time, when this category of people are leaving the army, they hardly have a place to recharge. And that's why I promised them that I'm going to think and discuss with the Chief of Administration that is in charge of their welfare and see how we can improve on this so that when they are leaving the army or the service generally, they are assured that they have a place, to live and have a good life after retirement. My vision is to have a good army, troops, a set of troops with good welfare packages that will encourage them to do their job well and secure Nigeria. Because I've been part of the architecture for the past 5 years. So I know the trajectory, and I'm going to follow that trajectory. But you expect some rejigging, some reshufflement, and from there, we'll take it on. But it's the same army, and we know where we're going to.
Meanwhile, troops of the Nigerian military have scaled up operations against terror groups, including Lakurawa. Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, says coordinated land and air offensives have taken out terror group fighters. Sifonisian reports.
It's another forum where the military authorities give updates about their operations nationwide. Troops' operations continue to take out terror group fighters in the northwest and northeast. At least 5 soldiers also lost their lives. Reports from the military indicate 61 terrorists were killed in the northeast.
It is clear that our focus is on fighting terrorists across the country. We have indeed been striking terrorist enclaves from our air attacks. We have also exerted significant military power on areas in which these terrorists are hibernating.
Responding to the allegations of the Navy's involvement in crude oil theft, General Buba said the military would not be blackmailed.
You see, I'm almost laughing because it's laughable. It's laughable. But what I want to say about this sort of situations is, look, we seek cooperation, not conflict. Okay? That's what we want. That is what our people want. That is what Nigeria wants. We want to increase the crude oil production of our nation to help our nation. That is the mainstay of our economy. We don't want all this back and forth, all this cheap fighting. That's not what we want.
Despite this, crude oil theft and pipeline vandalism remain significant challenges to the federal government's target of 2.2 million barrels per day. Sifonisian, TVC News, Abuja.
The Katsina State government commended the Nigerian Air Force for a successful airstrike operation that targeted a known bandit enclave in Ruwan Godia District, Faskari local government area. Conducted by the air component of Operation Farauta Mujia, the precision strike significantly degraded criminal elements' operational capacity. This, they say, demonstrates NAF's unwavering commitment to protecting civilians and safeguarding lives and property in the region. Commending the operations planning using local intelligence, Katsina State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs highlighted the mission's foundation, incredible intelligence and rigorous surveillance, which brought immediate relief to surrounding communities. The strike underscores the Nigerian Air Force's professional approach to combating security threats. The state government urged residents to remain vigilant and supportive of ongoing security efforts, reaffirming its commitment to collaborating with military and security agencies in maintaining regional stability. For more updates, I'm joined now by Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Dr. Nasser Muazu. Dr. Muazu, thank you for joining us on the news tonight. Let's begin by addressing some of the news that came in earlier today about allegations that this Air Force strike actually hit some communities during the operation. Is that something you can confirm?
Well, as I'm talking to you now, we have confirmed from all sources. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Dr. Muazu, go ahead, please.
Okay, from all sources. From all sources that the village that was attacked during the air interdiction by the Air Force, Nigerian Air Force, has become a rallying point of the bandits. They are using that village as they are attacking Hope. In recent times, they attacked Rongo Dila village. They attacked Malami village. They also attacked Gidankari village, all from that village. So this goes to show that it has become a safe haven for bandits. So anybody you find there, is either a bandit or an informant or an accomplice to the bandits. So most of their supplies comes from that village. At the same time, also, when they are selling out what they have looted from people, the people of that village take their that supply, what they have looted to the market for them. So it is an bandit enclave, and it has been confirmed by the local, authorities. And the air interdiction was conducted using local intelligence. So this goes to show you that the Air Force has full information of who and who resides there. So it's not about hitting anybody who is innocent. Anybody you find that village is a criminal.
Are you saying categorically that no civilian casualty was suffered during this attack?
Well, from the information we have gathered, we have not received the names of the people that have been attacked, because as I told you, all the responsible people have left the village. So it is bandit enclave. It is where bandit lives with their accomplice. So I don't think you can find any responsible person staying in the village. In fact, it has become a tradition that bandits used to scare people out from their communities, and they will take over the community, and it becomes their safe haven where they launch their attacks and kill innocent people, and at the same time kidnap as many people as they can be able to do in the neighboring villages.
Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Katsina, Dr. Nasir Mohazu, thank you for talking to us on the news tonight.